They don't want you to have these. They're banned, illegal, and borderline terrifying. Yet, with a single click, they can be yours. You won't believe what's still lurking on Amazon. What's up, everyone? Today, we're exposing 15 gadgets that are restricted weapons, outright tools of theft, or simply illegal in most places, but are still easily available on Amazon right now. We're diving into the dark web of retail and showing you how sellers are bypassing the rules. Before we start this shocking countdown, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of our exposés. You can find the links to all 15 products and their legal details in the description below. Kicking off our countdown at number 15, we have the titanium spork/multi-tool. Now, a spork doesn't sound dangerous, but these are often sold as survival or tactical cutlery. Their danger lies in their deceptive simplicity and multifunctionality. Many feature sharply pointed ends, serrated edges, or a sturdy, pointed design that can easily be classed as a concealed, piercing instrument. While legal for camping, in many urban environments or secure locations, like airports or schools, the tactical design gets them flagged and confiscated. Amazon is loaded with these sleek, titanium-strong tools, walking the razor's edge between utility and prohibited weapon. At 14, we find the Survival Firestarter Kit. This seems completely harmless, essential, even. But the issue here is often the components within the kit. Many high-powered kits include a magnesium block or ferrocerium rods that, when used, create extremely high heat and sparks. In areas prone to wildfires or during burn bans, possessing and using these tools can lead to serious legal penalties. More critically, the spark-generating components can sometimes be adapted for use in improvised incendiary devices. While the listing is for camping, the tool's inherent ability to create fire on demand in a dangerous context makes it restricted or banned in certain high-risk environments. Number 13 is the ubiquitous high-lumen flashlight with strobe function. This one is controversial. It's marketed for security, but the ultra-bright, disorienting strobe function, often over 1,000 lumens, is specifically designed to be a temporary non-lethal weapon by causing momentary flash blindness and vertigo. Because it is actively designed to incapacitate, many laws treat high-lumen strobe lights similarly to pepper spray or stun devices. In some jurisdictions, using such a tool aggressively can instantly elevate a simple scuffle to an assault with a weapon. Amazon is packed with listings that proudly tout the tactical power of these lights, highlighting their ability to disorient and subdue. Moving to 12, we have the Emergency Survival Radio. This is a great piece of gear for preparedness, designed to receive NOAA weather alerts, charge phones, and often includes an emergency beacon. The issue arises when these radios are modified or when models are sold that offer frequency bands reserved exclusively for emergency, government, or military use. Unauthorized operation on restricted frequencies is a federal crime, while sellers list them as AM/FM/weatherband. The hidden capability or the potential for user modification makes them a restricted communication device once they access frequencies they shouldn't. At 11, we feature the very potent bear spray, strongest formula. While sold legitimately for defense against wildlife, its high concentration of oleoresin capsicum, OC, often far stronger than standard pepper spray, makes it illegal for use against humans and heavily restricted in densely populated areas. Furthermore, in many states, there are strict limits on the size and concentration of pepper spray that civilians can carry for self-defense. This bear spray exceeds those limits. Amazon makes it easy to purchase the strongest formulas, but carrying and using this product outside of a true wilderness encounter can land you in serious legal trouble, as it's often viewed as a banned, weaponized chemical agent. Breaking into our top 10 at 10, we find the subtle but dangerous hidden pocket/wallet knife. The keyword here is hidden. Disguised weapons, whether they look like a belt buckle, a key, or a wallet card, are illegal to possess or carry in countless states and countries, regardless of blade length. The act of concealment itself is the crime. These knives bypass the typical folding knife laws because they are designed to deceive law enforcement. Amazon listings for card knives or EDC utility blades often feature the disguise as the main selling point, allowing anyone to easily acquire a banned concealed weapon. Number 9 brings us to the wire saw garrote kit. The wire saw is a legitimate survival tool for cutting wood or bone. But when bundled in a kit with finger loops, it becomes a garrote, a stealthy, highly illegal strangulation weapon. Garrotes are classified as prohibited offensive weapons in almost every jurisdiction. Sellers cleverly list these as survival wire saw and snare sets, downplaying their intended lethal use. This product is a stark example of how a harmless survival item can be rebranded and sold alongside components that facilitate a serious felony, making the entire kit a banned item. At 8, we encounter the tactical pen with glass breaker. This seemingly innocuous writing instrument is a dual-use tool. While the glass breaker is for emergencies, the solid, often hardened steel construction turns it into an effective striking weapon or cuboten. In the eyes of airport security, TSA, and many local ordinances, especially in schools or government buildings, the intended use as a self-defense tool can get it classified as a weapon. While generally legal, its use in a confrontation can lead to aggravated assault charges. And its nature as a readily available striking weapon makes it highly restricted in many public spaces. Number 7 delves into outright law enforcement evasion, the emergency handcuff key. While a tiny, flat, plastic, or metal shim, its sole purpose is to escape restraint. Amazon's policy strictly prohibits the sale of concealed handcuff keys. However, sellers list these as utility shims or escape tools, often built into belt buckles, zipper pulls, or coins to bypass detection. The concealed nature and its function as an instrument of escape from lawful custody make this a universally restricted device. And its presence on the site is a direct violation of Amazon's own rules against selling lockpicking and theft devices. At 6, we have the monocular telescope, high zoom. High-powered optical devices themselves are not illegal. Their restriction comes from their use in covert surveillance and the potential for invasion of privacy. With extreme high-zoom capabilities, often marketed as 80x or 100x, these monoculars allow users to peer into private spaces from great distances. Used for stalking or illegal observation, the user can face felony charges. Amazon provides an easy outlet for these specialized optics, allowing almost anyone to acquire professional-grade surveillance equipment for under $50, which is why these are often banned from sales in regions with strict privacy laws. Cracking the top 5 at 5, we have the folding slingshot, high-powered. This is not a toy. Modern slingshots, especially those with wrist braces or stabilizers, are banned as weapons in places like New York and New Jersey, and their use is severely restricted in most urban areas. The high-powered models are capable of launching steel ball bearings at velocities comparable to low-caliber firearms, making them extremely dangerous. They are often classified as a per se dangerous weapon. Amazon lists these as hunting slingshots, but their immense, easily accessible power makes them a regulated weapon that most civilians are prohibited from carrying. Number 4 is the non-lethal weapon that can still cause serious harm. The non-lethal launcher, rubber ball/pepper dust. These are often miniature launchers designed to fire pepper dust projectiles or hard rubber balls. While marketed as a non-lethal self-defense option, they are classified as firearms or weapons in many states and cities, requiring the same permits and background checks as a handgun. Their design mimics a traditional pistol, instantly making them subject to stringent weapons laws. Amazon's ability to sell a device that, in half the country, requires a permit to possess is why this is high on our list of restricted items. At 3, we have 2 controversial self-defense items bundled together, the keychain stun gun/taser. These devices deliver a non-lethal electric shock, but are treated with the utmost severity by law. While legal in some states, they are outright banned in states like Hawaii, New Jersey, and New York, and many cities, or require specific permits. They are also restricted from carrying on luggage on airplanes. Amazon sellers navigate this by relying on the user to know their local laws. The ease with which a civilian can purchase an item that carries the potential for a felony arrest upon possession is truly alarming. Our runner-up at 2 is the aggressive version of a self-defense staple, the pepper spray gun. Unlike a simple canister, this device is shaped like a handgun and fires a projectile containing a high concentration of OC. The pistol design is where the illegality comes in. In many places, any object that looks like a gun is treated as such, especially by law enforcement, and can be regulated under firearm laws. Furthermore, the projectile-based delivery system makes it fall under restrictions for pneumatic or spring-powered weapons. The combination of its powerful chemical payload and its firearm-like appearance makes it a uniquely regulated and often banned item for civilians. And finally, at number 1, the most shocking and legally challenging item you can find components for on Amazon: the magnetic security tag remover. This is the literal tool of retail theft or shoplifting. Magnetic security tags can only be removed by a high-powered magnet, often an electromagnet, available only to retail employees. Amazon sellers, however, list industrial-strength neodymium magnets or specific golf detachers designed to defeat these anti-theft systems. The possession of this device, without a legitimate business purpose, is often considered a prima facie case for shoplifting or possession of an instrument of crime, a serious felony. This item is the ultimate forbidden tool that is readily available with a simple keyword search, making it the most brazenly illegal item on our list. There you have it, 15 banned, restricted, or highly illegal gadgets that can still be bought or pieced together using components readily available on Amazon right now. It demonstrates just how challenging it is for any giant retailer to police its marketplace entirely. The key takeaway here isn't just that these things exist, but that you need to be aware of what you're buying and the serious legal consequences that come with owning or using many of these devices. Now, tell me in the comments, which of these items surprised you the most by being so easily accessible? Did you know a simple spork or keychain could potentially get you arrested? Remember to like, subscribe, and check the description for all the relevant links and details. We'll see you in the next video.